Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons in our NCAA football series with the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Now we are going to jump past the recruiting portion today because we don't have much of an update. Nothing really has changed too much. We're still fighting for some of our main guys, especially as a receivers, whether it be, I think it's pronounced Antoine Haran. So nothing's really changed, so we're not going to hit that up today. Instead, we're going to jump straight into the action because we have got some Big 12 South action here. The first time these Red Raiders have traveled to Central Florida, which I think UCF is based in Orlando. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, put it down in the comments. Let me know, where's UCF school at? I'm fairly certain I thought it was Orlando, but hey, never know. But this is our first trip there. All right, so we haven't been here. We haven't played the Golden Knights before. They came to Tech. They came to Lubbock last season. So we are paying them a visit this year. We are the number 5 team in the nation. All right, we've been playing pretty decent here as of recent, but we have to keep it up. Games like this can be little catch games, and so it's going to be a tough one. Now we're going to jump into it here in the first quarters. We have the Golden Knights pinned back after they forced us to punt, and we got them out at about the 2-yard line. They get the first carry for about 8 yards. Not the best from our defense, but once again, we kind of a bend but don't break style defense. So maybe 8 yards ain't the worst thing as long as we can stop them a little bit later. Now they're coming out with the 2nd and 2 from the 10-yard line. Dodd has the snap. He scans over. Pressure's coming, and Dodd's going to go down. John Dodd gets sacked for -7 yards. What a play by Ty Wilson. Powering through his man to bring him down. Now, it's not going to be a safety because he was hit outside of the end zone, but it will bring up 3rd and 9. From about the 3-yard line. So this is a prime opportunity for our defense to make a statement and to do something. If we can get a safety, an easy turnover, put points on the board right now, that'll be a big step for what we need to accomplish today. Now they're going to come out 3rd and 9, hand it off to Lynch, their fullback. Just try to get some room. He'll pick up 4 yards. Aaron Johnson brings him down. He's had a pretty good season. I like the way he's playing. It's his first year on the turf, so good to see him playing well. And that will bring up a punt. I don't go for the block because I wanted to try to get something set up in return, and Kyle Jones has got the return. He takes it to the right, and he's going to be hit and brought down only about 9 yards. But that 9 yard gets us to the 36-yard line. Kyle Jones, he hasn't done all that much in the punt return game. I was hoping he would. We may have to look at who we have returning punts back there and maybe make a change. I don't know. We'll see. So here we come out at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. We are going to be in a shotgun formation. Holt has Church off to his left side. Option keeper. Holt takes it up the middle, and he'll be brought down after a gain of about 8 yards. And that's going to take us to about the 29-yard line. And that'll be the first rush for Holt on the day. 8 yards. If he can maintain an 8-yard average, that would just be phenomenal. So 2nd and 2 now from the 29 as we approach about the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. Coming out in the shotgun formation once again, 3 wide. Holt back there has a snap. Blitz comes. He finds Andy Paul on the right side, our tight end. He sacrificed himself to make that catch. Wow. Ooh, he took a hit, but he made sure to catch that ball. That is the type of sacrifice we want to see from these players. So now 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Holt, shotgun formation once again. A little bit of play action this time. And he's going to fire it over to the left side as he's got Kyle Jones, who's brought down after a gain of about 6 yards. Holt to Jones. It hasn't been as dynamic this season as we hoped. But, hey, there's still a lot of football left. Let's see if we can't kind of change that narrative. So 2nd and 4, we're coming out. Staying in the shotgun. That's our primary one in a pistol formation, actually, this time. As we run a little option keeper. We have a hole. Dominic Holt powering forward. Touchdown, Tech. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Holt took it himself. And then the drive he had, the fight to get into the end zone, followed his blockers beautifully. But once that gap closed, the rest was just pure individual effort to push forward and to get it across that goal line. And that's going to help us take an early lead in this one. So Harris is going to put up this extra point for us, and he boots it right down the middle. Now, after that extra point, let's take a look at some of the scores going on around the nation right now. As BYU has beat Kansas State, they've lost their second in a row. Wow, what a shocker. Kansas State didn't even actually fall any after we beat them. But now they're definitely going to. Losing to BYU, and they lost at home. Geez, that's got to hurt them. I mean, that's painful for them. So now here comes a little bit later in the second quarter now at this point. We are actually leading 10-0 here. But Central Florida trying to come back as they drop that one deep and we misplay it. We misplayed the interception. Oh, man, that was bad. I went for the interception and I completely misplayed the ball. And they're going to take that and walk it in. Easy touchdown. UCF getting right back into this. Got a little too arrogant with playing on the defense. Got to be careful of that. Stay humble, my friends, as they boot that extra point through. And it's now one-score game. Once again, 10-7 here. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. But every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, and here comes ours. Leading 10-7. Just under 7 minutes to go. Holt has the snap. Fires it over the middle. He's got Hunter Sparks, who goes spinning down to the ground at about the 5-yard line. That's a 26-yard pass. Holt to Sparks. He has stepped up big time this season. We saw what he could do a little bit last year, but now he's really becoming a primetime receiver for us. And he is paying off incredibly well. So first and goal from the 4. 12 feet to the end zone, trying to extend this back out to a 2-score ball game. Holt in the shotgun formation. He sends Birch out to the right. He's got the snap. Blitz comes, and he almost throws an interception. Holt got away with that one. He had a perfect season for about 5 games or so, give or take, and then interceptions started coming, and he's gotten lucky a few times. We need to make sure that we start playing a little bit better with him if we're going to continue this run. Now in a pistol formation, hands it off to Birch. Lowering his shoulder. Birch rolls over him into the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Chris Birch. What a physical touchdown. Look at that. He knocked out one defensive lineman and his own guys. They were laying on the field. But Birch just lowered his shoulder into the crowd of guys, and he falls forward across the end zone. And with that extra point, we now have a 10-point lead, 17-7. Now we're going to move it up to just under 2 minutes here in the first half. We do have possession of the ball at about the 32-yard line. Holt has 5 wide. He drops back, and he's going to fire that one off, and it almost gets intercepted. You see, he's 10 for 19 passing. Our passing percentage has dropped drastically, and I think it's a lot of these defenses are kind of figuring out how our passing game goes. So I think we might have to look at bringing back the run game a little bit more prominent. Now we're coming out in the shotgun formation. 3 to the left. We got Cutler to the right. Holt has a snap. Blitz comes. It's picked up, and he's going to find Revis. Zach Revis, old reliable. He picks up 12 yards. He's got 39 yards on 3 receptions today. So here we go. Fast pace because we are at about the minute-and-a-half mark. Holt, shotgun formation once again. Drops back. He's got the screen pass. Birch tries to follow his blockers, just could not get completely around the edge. That is one of the fastest defensive linemen I think anybody's ever seen as he chases Birch down from behind. And that's only going to be a couple-yard gain. So now 2nd and 8 from about the 12-yard line. Holt, shotgun formation. He's got 3 to the left, Cutler to the right, and Birch in the backfield. He has the snap. Throws it over, fires at Cutler, makes a sliding catch. What a kind of a misfire by Holt, but Cutler saves his keister. And Cutler goes down after a gain of 5. That's all it could. He did all he could to make that catch. So the clock is still ticking, under 1 minute away. 3rd and 2 as we start changing up the formation completely. 45 seconds now. Holt skies the defense, has the snap, fires it over the middle. He's got Revis into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Zach Revis comes right across the middle of what looked like a little slant route, makes the catch. Holt actually delivered that one pretty perfectly to him, and he's able to go trancing into the end zone. What a play and what a way to finish out this first half. that will give us a 24-7 lead after this extra point gets booted through right there. First trip to Orlando, not looking so good for the Knights. And let's take a look at some of the scores from around the nation as Houston is beating Baylor. Baylor, I thought at one point was going to try to make a statement, but Houston's trying to shut them down from that right now. Now that's how the first half does end, 24-7. We have got a big lead. Just need to play smart in the second half, and we should be able to kind of coast on to a victory here. I got, the defense. I made that one poor play. That one really was on me. I took the wrong angle and trying to get that interception. That was the biggest mistake that happened for the defense. And that's really the only reason why they have 7 points. So I'm really glad of how this defense is playing. Our offense is doing excellent. Holt has really taken charge. And, he's not letting this moment get too big. That's one thing I do kind of fear sometimes is maybe the moment will get too big for our team because we're not used to really being in this type of situation. Last season we lost in Longhorns, so we already had one loss. Now we're trying to maintain perfection, and so you just got to be careful, right? Now looking at the performance, we had 235 yards of total offense. They're 131, so pretty good. Kind of I don't want to say beat down, but let's face it, it was. All right. So now we're going to come back out and try to put this team away with the 1st and 10. Holt drops back. He's going to fire it down deep. He's got Hunter Sparks who drops that one. Oh, man, I thought that was going to be it. Holt's got 17-27 for about 170 yards and a touchdown today, but not too shabby as the day made out for him. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Holt, 2 backs. He's going to hand it off to Rivas, who's got a hole open over the middle. Zach Rivas, who's filling in for J.R. Kennedy as a backup running back. Man, you're talking about a kid who's very incredibly versatile. He is powering forward, hitting the holes, and gets us down to the 26-yard line. As we now have a 1st and 10 here, just under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. So we're going to be out in the shotgun 3 to the right. As we hand it off to Birch going left, he cuts it out. Chris Birch comes down after a gain of 13 yards, followed his blockers beautifully, hit the hole. He's got 51 yards on 8 rushes with 1 touchdown today as well. So pretty good performance all around from Holt, our running backs and receivers. So 1st and 10 from just outside the 10-yard line. As we go play action, Holt rolling out to his right. Block gets picked up, but the pressure was too much on him, and that throw goes wild. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. We really need to rein in some of those wild throws. Those can become kind of an issue for us if we're not careful. Once we start playing again, if we start playing against some better teams, bowl game-wise, if we can make it to the Big 12 title game, we've got to shore that stuff up. So now 2nd and 10. Holt looks like a little shovel pass to Andy Paul. Wow, a little option shovel pass right there, and he picks up only a couple yards. That's well played by the UCF defense. And it looked like Holt wasn't too sure what to do with it. Doesn't really run that style of an option offense, but hey, still picked up positive yards. So now we're at the 11th, 3rd and 8. We can get a 1st down without a touchdown. Holt is going to go 5 wide, though. He's alone in the backfield. They only rush 3. Holt stands back, fires it over. It's bounced up. Davis catches it. Rashad Davis with the tip drill. He's going to take that one into the end zone. You've got to be kidding me. We threw it to Sparks, and it just got deflected up in the air. And Rashad Davis comes back for the first touchdown of the season and of his career as he tip drill catches it and goes into the end zone. Now, we did give up a touchdown and 2-point conversion to Central Florida. So here we are trying to respond back to them once again. And we hand it off to Birch to the left side. He's going to pick up 9 yards right there. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. We've only handed it to him 9 times. We definitely need to look at getting him more involved. That is when we do play our best, is when we've got the solid running game. Whether it's Brian Poole from last season, Birch early on in the year, we've got to get him involved. Now 2nd and 1, Birch in motion. Holt's going to drop back, and that one got close. Ooh, that was well played by the Central Florida, I think they're the Golden Knights defense. That one was close. He was right on Sparks' keister the whole time. So now 3rd and 1. Holt in a pistol formation. Hands it off to Birch to the left. He kicks it out. He's got a convoy. Chris Birch, he's at the 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tech. Get your guns up, Red Raider Nation. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Birch, what a run that was for just over 60 yards. He kicked it out to the left. Then he just followed his blockers, and the convoy came with him, and he goes in untouched right there. Now, Central Florida is looking like they're not wanting to go away just yet. 38-15 is our lead. They send a man in motion. They hand it off to Howard to the right. Brown comes through. He's one of our backup linebackers, but he's starting to see a little bit more time with how well he's playing. And Brown's going to make that stop for no gain on the play. So 2nd and 10 for the Golden Knights here at the 26-yard line. A minute and a half remaining in the 3rd quarter. So still plenty of football left, but we do have the 23-point lead. But once again, cannot take anything for granted. They are under center. They hand it off to Woods to the left side, and he's going to be brought down finally. Aaron Johnson brings him down from behind. Woods has got 27 yards on 12 rushes. That's a pretty good way to play defense that I like. I like to see my guys playing right there. So 3rd and 7 now. As the Golden Knights come out, we do have 3 down linemen. They're going to be in a shotgun formation, 4 wide. Dodd scans over. He has the snap. Pressure's coming. He drops it off to Woods. And Woods is going to break a tackle and be brought down after a gain of 9 yards. Jay Woods getting that reception coming out of the backfield. And that's going to get him to the 13-yard line as the clock continues to tick with under 1 minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. So they are driving. We are bleeding right now. We are trying to stop them. It's gotten tough. Dodd, what does that say, 15 of 20 for about almost 250 yards. So he's having a pretty good afternoon. On the next play, they hand it off to Lopez on a little draw action, and Michael Lopez for the Golden Knights is going to pick up 5 yards. That's the first action he's seen today, and he made it count. Aaron Johnson got that tackle. He does have 5 tackles on the day. 2 of them were tackles for a loss, with one of those being a sack. So now 2nd and 5 as we get closer to the end of the 3rd quarter. Dodd is in a shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off to Woods to the left, and there's nobody there to stop him. And they are going to get in on that one. Wow. Not one person was there. That was a beautiful play design. Got to give them credit on that. They drew all my outside defenders over to the opposite side of the field, and then just great run. So now here they are going for the 2-point conversion. As Dodd has the snap and he fires it over, Robinson makes the catch. Real easy. Somehow he stumbled and fell down after that, so be it. So the score 38-23. And look at what's happening in Houston. 28-26 lead over Baylor. We've got a little bit of a Big 12 shootout happening there. That should be interesting to see. Now, we did score a responding touchdown, and so the score is now 45-23. Golden Knights with possession of the ball. Again, our defense needing to make a stop and make a play. Now that Jay Woods on the screen pass, he'll pick up 4 yards right there, bring up a 2nd and 7, as they are still on their side of the field at the 28-yard line. Dodd's got 252 passing yards on the day. Pretty good afternoon for him, as he's in a shotgun formation all alone. Pressure comes, and he's going to drop it off to Robinson. We miss with one guy. Anderson dives and misses. So does Robinson. And then we take the wrong angle. You've got to be kidding me. A Golden Knight touchdown from 72 yards. And now they are within 16 points of us. There's still a lot of football left. We're in the 4th quarter, just under 7 minutes to go. And the Golden Knights go 72 yards to the house because of the piss-poor defense. Partially my angles, partially great blocking by them, and guys being out of position. And now they are going to get the 2-point conversion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a whole different ballgame now. It's 45-31, under 7 minutes to go. This is completely different. Dodd's got 324 yards passing and 3 touchdowns on the day. So now we have to respond. We are in their territory. They're trying to come back. We've got to shut them down. And we're going to hand it off to Birch, who's going to take a big hole open over the middle and get 13 yards on that rush. He's now got 170 yards. and 2 touchdowns today. So here we come out at about the 29-yard line, just under 4 minutes to go. Shotgun 3 wide, 2 backs in the backfield. Holt, he's got the snap, scans over. Blitz is coming. Holt's rolling out to his right. He's got a man, but he holds on to it too late. Revis was there. I see him now, but obviously did not see him out there on the field or just did not trust his ability to make the throw. So now it's 2nd and 10. The clock has stopped because that was an incomplete pass. We are still at the 29-yard line, though. So now we come out, once again, going to be going 4 wide, Holt in the shotgun. It's going to be an option. He hands it to Birch up the middle. Chris Birch is going to get about 8 yards. As the Red Raiders offense has got almost 300 rushing yards in total, Birch with 178 by himself, which you can do that when you bust out runs for like 60-some-odd yards. You know what I mean? So that really did help that one out. Now 3rd and 2, pistol set, 4 wide. He's going to do a little bit of play action, and he drops it off to the right. He's got Kyle Jones all by himself. They just forgot about him, and he's in the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Talk about a good afternoon. Holt's got 247 yards and now 4 touchdowns after that one. And that will give us a 21-point lead once again, 52-31. This is becoming a wild, wild game. Now we're at the 2-minute mark, and Central Florida is coming back. They have figured out our defense, and that is disturbing to me. Dodd has a snap, scans back, no pressure comes. He just couldn't put that throw on, and kind of better he threw it like that. If he hadn't, we probably would have been able to jump that route and take that one back to the house for a touchdown. So 2nd and 10 now as we come set to the line. Ball's at about the 26-yard line. Dodd is in the shotgun. He's got the snap, scans over. Pressure comes. He releases. Anderson knocks that one away. He threw it deep into the end zone, and it was a jump ball. Anderson got the better of him there and knocked it away. And now that makes it 3rd and 10 from the 26. 1 minute, 49 seconds remaining. Dodd is in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide. He's got his running back in the backfield. Dodd gets the snap. Pressure comes. He's going to be sacked, and he fumbles. Oh, my God. They pick it up, and they're going to try to do something, but they can't really do much with that. John Dodd sacked for a big-time loss. Aaron Johnson, what a game he is having. His 2nd sack on the day. And that was a big forced fumble. That'll bring up 4th and 19. This is the type of play here that we need to convert that can shut this one down. 4th and 19. This will be it basically for the ball game. Dodd has a snap. Fires it over the middle. That one's knocked down by Johnson once again. He's going to get a deflection now. He has played outstanding. The forced fumble, the sacks, the tackles, and now the pass deflections. And that'll give us the ball, and we will be able to just kneel this one out. Thankfully, we stopped their second half flurry. It was a big one. I'm glad we were able to. We stiffened up there at the very end, but it's kind of discerning. We might have to look at our defensive strategy. How are we going to kind of compete going forward? Because they really did figure us out in the end right there. Now, that will be a major Big 12 South victory. The start of their run through the Big 12 South. And so it's a big time to see. It's a big time coming up for us for the remainder of this season. We are remaining undefeated. We're number 5 right now. We'll have to see where we end up after this game. We'll probably see that in the next episode, though. So, big game. Birch did excellent, was able to hit some of those holes. And look at that blocking he got down the field from Rivas, and then Kyle Jones just sticking with him as a little extra protection there. You gotta love seeing that. I made some poor plays. Some of that is on me. I admit that. That's hard for me to do, but I admit that. And like that one, I had hit the tackle button, but hey, it's old technology. Sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to. That's life. That is football. So we do remain undefeated. Like I said, we just started the Big 12 South run. We've got some big games coming up against Houston, Baylor, West Virginia. We're going to be on the road a lot, TCU. So stick with us for that. And hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you did like today's video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, as it really does help out the channel. And we gratefully appreciate everything that y'all do for us here at Champ and Sons. And just once again, I know I've said in just about every video recently, but I really do want to thank y'all for all the support y'all have shown the channel and for the series in the last about month and a half or so. It's crazy to see. It's awesome. Keep the comments coming. Keep involvement going. And hey, maybe we'll start putting in some subscriber recruits in, start putting in some subscriber players. We'll get everybody involved in this. So with that being said, we are going to advance on to the next week, and that will be in the next episode where hopefully we can be 9-0 after that next game. All right, everybody, I will see y'all then. So as always, stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.